Hey guys, it's Corbin, and welcome to the channel for those of you who are new, and welcome back for those of you who have been here already, starting my transition. A little bit of background for those of you who have not seen my videos before, and I'll put the link to the video Who is Corbin in the description below. But for those of you who have seen the videos already, those of you who have not seen the videos, I am FTMNT, that is natural transition. So that means I haven't started hormone replacement therapy yet. That just means I'm naturally transitioning as of this point. But yeah, I was basically asked, how has life changed for me? Sorry about that. What is my perspective on different things regarding my life since I started my transition, since I actually came out as trans? So I will read you a little piece of the email, and then I'll get into this video. So basically, this email says, "Hey C, how are you? I was just interested in getting your perspective on things as a young trans guy. I look up to you, and I would love to know what some of your perspectives are as far as how your life has changed since identifying as trans and since coming out as a trans man. So I was wondering what life is like differently for you personally and professionally." So basically, I decided I'm just going to touch on a few things. I have those written down. So I'm going to touch on a few things, and hopefully this answers his question. Hopefully this answers you guys' question. So let's get started. Number one, my perspective has changed in regards to me walking. Things as far as me walking has become different, and I know a lot of people hear me say that and they're like, walking? So you walk different? No. Walking literally means when I go out to my car at night, most of you guys don't know this, but I work not nights, but when I get off, it's pretty dark. And there was a time when I would get off work and like I'd go to walk out to my car and it was super dark, and I'd be like, oh my God, somebody's here. What's gonna happen? I don't think like that as much anymore. Now when it's time for me to get my stuff together for leaving work, I basically get my stuff together and put my coat on and go out the door and walk to my car. And it's just simply a thing of like, I don't feel like, oh my God, somebody's watching me. What if somebody pops out at me? Oh my gosh. Like, I still think about that kind of stuff, obviously. But I don't have the same anxiety over it. I used to have terrible anxiety about that. And it was a huge fear of mine. And I don't have that fear so much anymore. It's still present, but it's not debilitating. So that's one way that things have changed, definitely. Another way things have changed for me is in talking. Now, obviously, there's the obvious talking, the difference in my voice, and that, like I said, that's pretty self-explanatory. My voice is not much different than it used to be. It's like slightly different. It has more of a husky sound to it than it used to. But I don't literally mean talking in a literal sense when I say talking. I mean the way that I talk and the confidence that comes out when I talk. So I'll give you guys an example. For most people who know me personally, they know I have a girlfriend. We've been together for quite a while at this point. And when I first met her and first started, when I first met her, I still identified as like a lesbian. Okay, cool. And I was considered like a butch lesbian, like a stud, I think they call them. I don't know, whatever. But when I first met her, like, I was very not timid, but I certainly wasn't as outgoing as I am. So like I met her and I would text her and stuff and, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? Yeah, we should hang out sometimes. And I really did like her, but like I just didn't, I had the language to say what I wanted, but it didn't like, I don't know, it didn't calculate, it didn't connect like that in my head. So like I'd have the language up here, but when it came time for it to come out my mouth, it was like, rah, rah, nothing came out. So it was interesting talking to her. I was like terrified to talk to her on the telephone. I'd be on the phone and I'd be like, so like, yeah, maybe we should like hang out sometimes, you know, like I think that'd be fun. It was crazy. And you know, I just wasn't confident enough. I was so afraid of her being like, no, like, no, I don't want to talk to you, no. And I was so afraid of that I just never really said it. I never asked her. I'd be like, yeah, we should hang out sometime. Like, you're really cool. After my transition, after I started my transition, after I identified as trans, after I came out as trans and started identifying as male, we had lost touch for a short period of time. And between us like meeting and actually being together, we had lost touch for a short period of time. And so she knew me as what my dead name was, right, originally. And when we got back in contact, I was using Corbin and things like that. And I don't know what it was, but like when I saw her, something inside of me was like, yo, that is her. And you effed it up before, you're not going to F it up again. Like, there's this little Corbin back here in my head that was like, yo, homie, get it together, bro. And I was like, all right, let's get it together. So we would talk for a little bit. We would text back and forth. And then I called her. And, like, we would talk on the phone. And she was the first person in years that, like, I talked on the phone to for, like, more than an hour. And we would just be talking on the phone and, you know, laughing and actually having good conversation. And one day, I got up the courage to call her. And I was talking to her on the phone, and in the past I had used language like, we should hang out. It'd be really cool. You're cool people. But something, little Corbin in the back of my head was like, bro, go for it, bro. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go for it. And I was like, you know what? I really like you. You are gorgeous, and I really want to date you. And we started talking and dating, and the rest is history. We've been together for a long while. And I said all that to say, the Corbin who I am now, the confidence that I have to be able to say, listen, I really like you. I think you're gorgeous, and we should date. Totally different than anybody else I've ever been. On the flip side of that, it has, my confidence in my talking has gone to a whole nother level when it comes to speaking and being assertive, especially in a group of people. I remember I used to go to like, not parties, but like little get-togethers with my friends and my bros and stuff. And like, if they didn't introduce me to their friends at the little party or whatever, I would just kind of stand there and just be like, all right, this is what's up. Okay, cool. And I remember this past July was my brother's birthday, my two brothers' birthday, and one of them had a party. So he invited us, and I'm like, all right, cool. So it's his peoples at the party. So me and my other brother, and his girl, we got together, and we hung out for a bit, and then, you know, we went to my bro's party. So we get to his birthday, and it's him and this one girl and his best friend from like 1,000 years and his girl, and it was just, you know, a bunch of guys and these two or three girls, and we're all chilling and we're talking, and I didn't know them, and I walked in and like I see him or whatever, and I'm like, hey, what's good, what's up, y'all, and like I introducing myself, and I didn't wait for my friends, you know, I didn't wait for my bro, I didn't wait for them to introduce me to their friends. I was just like, hey, what's up? And I know in the past, I have never had the confidence to walk in a room and like, especially not a party setting, I've always had like a weird kind of I've been outgoing and extroverted, but never had the confidence to just assert myself in a room full of people that I did not know and be like, "Hey, what's up? It's Corbin. How you doing?" You know, so that was interesting for me. That was one thing that I noticed right off the bat. Like, yo, I really have the confidence to speak up and say what I need to say. So, on to professional life. Before I came out as trans, I worked in childcare for 8 years. And I knew who I was. A couple of my family members knew who I was, stuff like that. But my students didn't know. My jobs didn't know, stuff like that. So I just didn't use my name, didn't let them know anything about me, nothing. And so working in childcare, I got used to hearing my dead name all the time. It wasn't a thing that just, it was like, whatever, it is what it is, you know, because a lot of my employers and my parents, the parents of my students, because they didn't know, I wasn't going to tell their kids, like, call me C or call me Corbin. I wasn't going to tell them that because then they're going to go home and tell their parents, and then their parents are going to be like, well, what's going on? And I was just trying to avoid all of that. So I did childcare for 8 years. I absolutely love it. But I got a little burnt out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do retail for a bit. That was probably the worst decision I ever made. But it helped me out. It opened so many doors for me. So I'm working in retail. I used to see the guys come in my job and, you know, order and do what they got to do. And they all had on these really nice suits. Like, I had some serious suit envy. And I got upset because if you know me in real life and you know my older brother, you know we are dapper gentlemen. And as dapper gentlemen, one of our favorite things to do is dress professionally. Like, if we could dress professionally, I think he might be a little more relaxed than I am. But if I could dress professionally on a daily basis, I'd be super happy. So as you guys can imagine, I am super happy every single day that I come to work because I get to dress in suits and ties and sweaters and professionally. And I love it. However, I digress. So I'm working in retail and the guys come in, they got these gorgeous suits. I got some suit envy. I'm like, yo, where'd you get that? I need to get it, stuff like that. And I always told them as they came through my line, I'd be like, yo, one day that's going to be me. One day I'm going to get to go to work in a suit and tie. I cannot wait for that day. And I kept saying it. I said that like every day for like a month. And one day, this guy came through my line. And I'm like, yo, I love the fact that you get to wear a suit and a tie to work every day. I feel like you are so lucky. Like, and one day that's going to be me. I promise you that's going to be me. And he was like, really? You want to wear a suit and tie to work every day? Because I hate it. And I'm like, no, like, I wish I could do that. That is my dream, to get to wear a suit and tie to work every day. Like, I love that. So he reaches in his pocket. He pulls out this business card. He's like, apply here, put this information here, give them my name. So I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you. He's like, you really want to wear a suit and tie to work every day? I was like, yeah, I really do. He's like, all right, do what I said. So I said, okay, cool. So I take it, apply, put this information, put his name in the thing, got called for an interview. 3 days later, go in for the interview and got the job. Like, right there in the interview, got the job. And I started working here and then doing my job as an exec. And I love this job. I get to talk to everybody. I get to meet everybody. But anyway, I digress. I said all of that to say, professionally, I have changed so much because professionally, before my transition, before I came out, I would never have the confidence or the courage to look at a guy and be like, yo, I'm having some serious suit envy, bro. Like, your suit is gorgeous. And one day that's going to be me. One day I'm going to have your job. One day I'm going to be doing what you do. I would never have that confidence. I never had that confidence before. I was very timid when it came to professional matters. I was very, are you sure? You want me to do that? Really? Oh, thank you. And for the first time, I was like, yo, one day I'm going to have your job, bro. I'm going to be doing exactly what you're doing, if not better than you. I'm going to get to wear a suit and tie to work every day. I'm going to get to be professional all the time. And that's my goal, and that's where I'm heading. And because I said that, because I had the confidence to say that to him, he handed me his business card and was like, apply here, do this, put this information in here, put my name down here, and I'll see you. And I got the job, and I went in for the interview, and I was like super confident. I was like, yeah, so this is what I love to do. This is what I want to do. I would love for you to give me the opportunity to do it. I'm proficient in this. I'm advanced in that. I can do this, that, and the third. I know how to do reports, this, that, and the third, and got the job in the interview. I have never, ever, ever had that kind of confidence in my professional life. And all I can say is finally being me, finally living my truth and living what makes me happy has given me the confidence I need to be where I am. Steve Jobs said, the only way to be truly happy in what you do is to do what you love. And I am truly happy every day going to work in what I do because I'm doing what I love to do. Like, this job is fabulous. I'm professional. I get to wear a suit and tie. I get to meet with all the CEOs and the big wigs upstairs. And I absolutely love it. And it's only because I had the courage to be myself. I had the courage to really live my truth and be professional and just be like, yo, dude, this is what I want and I'm going to go get it. So that's how my life has changed. From a professional standpoint. And then finally, from a personal standpoint, it's all about confidence really, guys, but like my confidence has given me such a boost to be so assertive, and not in a bad way, not in a way of I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do, but simply in a way that said, this is what I want and I'm going to go get it. I wanted my girlfriend. I thought she was gorgeous. I said, she is what I want, and I'm going to go get her. And I got her. You know, I wanted this job. I said, that is what I want, and I'm going to get it. And I got it. I can walk into a room full of people, and be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm Corbin. How you doing? And personally, I don't care whether I look like I'm passing or not. Meaning, let me put it to you like this. If I'm passing in my head, if in my head I have the confidence to say you are Corbin, and this is who you are, and this is who you're going to be, and you dress that way, and you walk that way, and you talk that way, and you live that way, and it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say about you because they can take all of their opinions and kiss your ass with them, that's what I'm going to do. No, my personal life with my family has not improved. That's a story for another time about my issues as far as my family is concerned. So my personal life with my immediate family, my main core family is not that great. But you know what? My personal life and every other aspect of my life is beautiful. I am confident. I stand on my own 2 feet and do what I gotta do. I get up in the morning, I get myself showered, get myself together, put my clothes on, and be like, that is that fly-ass, dapper-ass gentleman, and I don't care whether you or anybody else likes it or not, because I love me. That's how my personal life has changed. And it is absolutely fabulous. I encourage any and everybody who is figuring out who they are, who knows who they are, and they're just like afraid to say something, afraid to come out. I encourage you to live your truth. It's not going to do anything but make your life better. All right, guys, that is my story for today. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like it. If you loved it, like it and subscribe. Like I said, I'll put the link to the video Who is Corbin down in the description below. And I will get back to you guys as soon as I get some more emails and video requests. I'll get back to you guys. I have a lot of stuff coming up for this year. This year is going to be absolutely fabulous. I have a lot of content coming up. I got a whole big list of stuff that I just have to go through. So you guys are going to see more of me. You're going to get to meet my brothers. You're going to get to meet some of my good friends. You're going to get to meet some people that I have networked with business-wise. You're going to get to meet my girlfriend. You're going to meet everybody. And I want to take you guys on this journey with me. And I seriously hope you guys enjoy this ride as much as I am. So that's it for tonight, guys. All right. Love you.